So for me, I went into my addiction when I was 15 years old. I started doing methamphetamines, and to begin with, it wasn't that big of a deal. It was just partying with my friends. But as time progressed on, it became everything. And the thing that I don't think that people understand, that I wish they did, is that once you get into that lifestyle, it is so hard to find your way out. In my addiction, I was blessed with 4 beautiful kids, but even though I watched my parents, growing up, they both had addictions, I was unable to stop during any of my pregnancies with my children. I would always feel really bad about it. It would make me have so much shame, but I wasn't able to bring myself to stop. I would stop for a few days and I would end up going back to doing drugs. And once you're in that lifestyle, it is so hard to get yourself out of it. I always told myself, like before I had kids, that I guess I was a better addict than others because I was watching people lose their children, and I was like, that would never be me. And even after I had my kids, I always told myself, that will never be me. I'll never let addiction take my kids away from me. And I continued in my addiction to use while I was pregnant, to sell narcotics out of the home that my children were in. And I also continued to put them in danger. My kids witnessed fights, they witnessed gun violence, they witnessed, domestic violence. They witnessed so many things that at their little ages they should have never witnessed because of my drug addiction. My daughter at 5 years old knew what a drug overdose was. She lost someone that she cared about to a drug overdose at 5 years old because I allowed these things to go on around her. And looking back on it, I just wish that people knew that it's not always a choice. It's not always that you want to be in that anymore, because there were times that I would sit in my house with my children's father and I would cry and I would tell him, I want to be done with this. And 2 days later, we would go right back to doing the same things because we could not make it through the withdrawal or the anger that comes with, coming off of drugs without being violent towards each other, without hurting each other, without hating our children, not really hating them, but you know what I mean, without feeling that anger towards the kids, and it was nothing to do with them. So you just really get stuck in this cycle of, I don't want to do this anymore, and I'm not going to let this take my kids from me, and all of those things, until it just really becomes no longer a choice, and you lose everything. I lost my kids, I lost my home, and I lost, a 7-year relationship all in a matter of 30 minutes.